Hello. I'm going to say hello because
we didn't even decide.
We didn't even discuss who was doing the intro. There. So I took some initiative.
Nick,
Welcome to
Fuck you.
No, Nick, you're here on a fucking thread, mate. All right. Welcome to episode 10. Welcome to episode 10 of the Spindash Clash, a podcast about Sonic. We've got someone who doesn't like Sonic here today, so it's going to be a very interesting episode. It's episode 10, so today we've got two. Obviously, there's me, Lemon. There's also Ginger Bob. Yeah, standard. There's Mr. Blue Jay.
Hello.
And and Kendall.
Sonic Forces is better than Sonic Adventure 2. That is my genuine
Fuck
opinion.
off.
Please be quiet. Please. Okay, let me reschedule. Kendall is not in the podcast. Returning guest RickNick.
Hey, it's me.
He's back
and we've got newcomer Kieron as well.
Hello.
Welcome to the Sonic podcast.
I like Sonic GT.
I like Sonic GT. Hey, that's good. That's good enough. That's good enough.
What word would you use to describe Sonic GT, Kieron?
Masterclass.
Oh, of course.
Ah.
Intertextual references.
Why does everyone want to fuck Kendall?
Where have you got that consensus from me?
Yeah, I don't know about me
Bob,
either.
yeah.
Bob,
Don't put me in that bracket. Don't put me in that bracket.
I'm playing hard to get.
He wants to anti-fuck me from our past experiences.
Did you not see my roast?
We done a rap battle with them. and he
Today's
fucking-
topic is nothing. We don't have a topic. Because it's episode 10, we thought we'd kind of go for a bit of a different kind of idea and just kind of, just not have a topic and just talk about whatever we want to fucking talk about, really. But I do want to bring up Sonic Rift because that has been popping up.
Kieron? To me, probably, 'cause I've not seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't? Let's
Okay,
go.
so in 2019, a leak popped up about this game called Sonic Rift. A few details were given about on it. I'm basically condensing this really down because I don't want this to take like 10 minutes just explaining it. The leak popped up. It was no kind of different than any other fucking Redditor that just randomly decided they wanted to make a Sonic leak. But the thing is with Sonic Rift, it's popped up about like 3 or 4 times now from different people, and the most recent one was a game tester who's popped up who's not even a Sonic fan, so maybe it was actually Kieron who leaked the game.
Kieron,
a game tester who's been game testing the game.
Was he there?
A game tester's
What
been
the fuck is a
tested
classic
the-
Sonic?
A game tester has been, they did a leak on Reddit and they explained a lot about the game. They explained how it's like a boost game, but it's also going to feature like, in the Sonic movie, the rings where like you can use them to travel to different dimensions. It's kind of want to reusing that. It's like a boost game, but it's also trying to. It's also trying to be. It's taking. They're taking the criticism from Forces that it was too dumbed down, and they're trying to add a bit more depth to it. So
But it's not as good as Generations.
No, yeah. So, but the Redditor guy,
Redditor
guy seems to be the most kind of like, oh, this actually does sound pretty realistic, especially considering he's removed the post now. Because obviously, as a playtester, you aren't really not meant to do something like that. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's been popping up a few times. We are due. When didn't we say, weren't we told by Sega we're meant to get some sort of game announcement in January?
They never said any date. People are looking forward to that Sega stream. I don't know why. People are like, bruh, Sonic was in the GIF that they posted. Yes, because it's the freaking Sega logo. That's what happens.
Whoa. Calm with the language, Kendall.
When is the Sega stream?
It's sometime this month, but I don't think we're gonna get anything till like February or March.
Probably not. Probably gonna get more wallpapers.
Because when was Generations announced?
Yeah.
Because Generations came out in November of 2011. When was that announced? Because that came out at basically nowhere.
2010, I think. No, was it 20? No.
Let me just look it up.
2010,
Sonic Generations.
I was 5 in 2010. From 5.
That's awesome. Oh dang! Get out of here! Get out of this.
No, there's no problem, Kendall. It's okay.
I'm just joking. The Generations launch trailer came. The game didn't come. I think it was April. Generations didn't get announced till April.
April. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm kind of just hoping they maybe just do what Twitter sorry, not Twitter, Nintendo does, where they literally just fucking drop a game on Twitter out of nowhere.
I mean, that's what they've been doing with.
And literally just out of nowhere.
Yeah, like freaking Paper Mario last year.
Nah, they'll tie it into
Yeah.
the new movie somehow.
Banger game, by the way.
To be fair, actually, to be fair, I do kind of like the build up of like Sega's like build. I mean, I remember the 25th anniversary. Jay, me and you, we were so fucking into that,
Yeah.
watching the streams and stuff, and like it was actually.
It was announced
good.
at like
You
3
did-
in the morning, wasn't it? Like.
Yeah,
Forces
did you
and-
stay up to watch it?
I don't think I did. I think I was in belly
I
bells.
stayed up.
Yeah,
to
because
watch
it was
yeah.
pretty late here, so it would have been like 3 in the morning for you.
The stream was a fucking shit show as well. It was absolutely awful stream. Like the person behind it, the audio literally just sometimes didn't work. When it did, there was a constant. And at one point, the actual camera they used got so bad they switched to some guy in the audience's iPhone 5 on Skype. Like you could see, like it honestly was.
It's like
It was shit.
I didn't.
Reminds me of
watch the
RickNick
stream.
streams.
Okay, yeah.
Did you also see?
No,
do you also
that's
see when they
funny.
announced Mania as well? When they were building up to announce Mania, fucking Aaron Webber accidentally showed the Sonic Mania logo before they even knew what the game was. And everyone was like, "Ooh!" And he was like, "Ignore that, guys."
For me, I wasn't a Sonic fan, really at the time. So I didn't know the stream was happening until in my recommended feed, Project 2017 and Sonic Mania trailers were there, and then I just watched them. I was at a friend's house when it happened. I wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember when I could be at friends' houses. Man, that takes me back. But it's like, yeah, I was at a friend's house and I just watched the trailers, and I liked the Sonic Mania trailer the full way through. I was like, oh, bro, a good Sonic game? Let's go. And then Sonic Forces, it was like, oh, yo, Generations 2, baby! Then it was not Generations 2, because then, as Yuka said, it is not sequel. It is brand new experience.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Go on
You
now,
want to get
buddy.
cancelled,
Go on
Kendall.
now, buddy.
That
That's a bit
wasn't
after
me
you.
making fun
That's
of
a bit
his
after
accent.
you.
That's what he said and how he said it.
Are you making fun of his
I'm
accent?
not
or his
making
fucked
fun
up
of it.
teeth?
I'm not making fun of
Teeth are going to
it.
be addressed.
That is what he
Hey,
said.
cut this out the podcast.
Brand new experience.
Regardless,
That's what
though,
he said.
fucking, you mentioned the big N with the fucking with the Twitter announcements. Swerving away from Sonic, which we want to do because we've got Kieran here.
Yeah, Kieran doesn't have a fucking
I say
clue.
we stay on Sonic.
I
Make
think
him
not,
feel
Nick.
ostracized.
What the hell's the big N? What the hell's the big N?
Nintendo. You never heard
Oh,
of
oh.
N?
Because I was like,
I
I was
thought you
thinking
were-
of a different big end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thinking
so
of a
was I.
Very different big
I
end.
was like, Ginger Bob's about to drop the N word on Spindash Clash.
No, that's the shit.
Bob,
show
not
excuse.
again.
Not again.
Thingy. They've just get the full trailer of the 3D World port, which are you gonna get? Because I'm getting.
Yeah,
I am gonna get that. Yeah, I got the.
because I don't want to support Nintendo, so I don't. I also don't have a.
Well, I do. Isn't there going to be an expansion pass? With like the Bowser's
No,
Bowser's
you
Fury?
buy
Bowser's
the game.
Fury.
And
Super Mario 3D
Something
World.
I did find
Bob, if you're getting 3D World, I'll be
we'll
dead
play
interested
online
to play.
then.
Yeah.
Oh
co-op,
yeah, you guys are
definitely.
probably gonna.
Okay, just for the
You
sake
guys
of
should
it.
I mean,
probably.
Jay,
stream
or if any of you get it as well, you can join with us. I'm up
Well,
to
it
4
looks
people.
like to be a new character, doesn't it? From the Cats, which is Daisy, which horny level's rising.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh,
Daisy's the
fucking
best
hell,
Mario
Oh,
ever.
God.
Basically,
your
it
plunger
goes
in your
basically in
pants.
order. It's Daisy, Luigi, Rosalina, then everyone else's shit tier. That's how Mario characters work.
Okay, Kendall. I think that's a bit far. I'll put Daisy so high.
Not the biggest Mario
Which is-
fan, obviously.
What you want from Nintendo this year, actually?
Well,
Melee
Pokemon
Corp.
Snap.
If you could pick one game, one.
Start with the guests first. We'll go Kieran
Yeah.
first because
A new Donkey Kong, any type of Donkey Kong.
Base.
Yeah, me and
Base.
Bob.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
and get behind a Donkey Kong.
I think that's what we're gonna get as well.
Hopefully.
You know,
Nick,
Another
what about
country.
you?
we really just need.
Are we talking ports? Or are we talking like
Talking anything,
If you
anything
get
out
one
on
game,
Nintendo.
new game?
One wish.
Not a Smash character.
I would like tuning.
Ring Fit Adventure 2.
I like that.
I bought that the other day because I was like, gee, like I've been in lockdown, the gym shut and stuff, so
Yeah,
kind of like becoming a fat fuck. So like I was like, okay, let's not completely lose hope. So I bought that. That game can be fucking brutal, you know. Like that is not like, this isn't like fucking Wii Tennis, you know what I mean? Like I was absolutely fucking sweating. Like if you go onto hard difficulty, like the shit that game will have you do, Jesus Christ, you honestly felt like I'm still sore now. Like honestly.
What was it mainly like? Was it co-op or what? Like what?
It varied. It's like because it's like an RPG, so like there's like when you like run through the levels, so like you jog on the spot, and then when you've like there'll be like times you've got to go upstairs, so like you've got to like do high steps to go up the stairs, or then there'll be times where you've got to like sprint.
Sounds
but
good.
also as you're running, like the ring, you press in to like shoot, and you can aim the ring to shoot things, and you can also use it to like hover and stuff. It's hard to explain, but it works really well. They're okay, to be honest. What actually caught me off guard was when you encounter an enemy, I just thought like I'd fucking jump on it or something, but like it's an RPG, isn't it? You know, the screen stops, it's a whole separate screen, and like taking down these enemies, Jesus Christ. Like some of the moves you've got to do, it's like squats, like ab crunches, like yoga, like, but like really, it doesn't, and it's not like 5 sets, it gets you to do about fucking 30, and these enemies do not die quickly, so you're like just trying to fucking like take out this enemy. I mean, I was taking out the boss as well. You've got to defend yourself and like hold the ring against your abs, and that's another thing. It's like it is actually good. I'm glad I bought it. I'm glad.
Holy shit, that sounds like a real, actual,
Speaking of
legitimate
Undertale.
workout.
No, it honestly, it genuinely is. Like I didn't expect it to be, because I wanted. I've been considering getting it for ages, but like I didn't want to just get it if it was like a bit of a gimmick, you know. Like does it actually give you a good workout? And like I looked at reviews and stuff now. And it was like, if you put it on like hard and expert, like I mean I'm on hard there, and like that was hard, you know. That was difficult. Like I needed a shower after. So like yeah, it actually is. You want to fucking like get fit, I'd recommend getting it. It's fun as well, because like instead of just like a jog on the treadmill, it's like you're running through this, like the world the graphics almost look a bit like Breath of the Wild, not as good, but like stylized.
Speaking of Breath of the Wild,
Yeah, Breath of the Wild 2 has to come out this year, right? Like
No, I was gonna.
it's
I was,
actually coming out this year, right?
I was gonna talk about Nick in his video. He's making a video on Breath of the Wild. That's what I was trying to segue to.
No,
Fucking hell, Kendall, you ruined it.
I'm like, Breath of the Wild 2 has to come out.
By the way, the game I want to see from Nintendo is a Pokemon port, because the Pokemon games on the Switch are shit. I just want a DS Pokemon port. Black and white for
A
Switch.
DS
Would be
Pokemon port.
good. You know how good that would work on the Switch. I think they could make that work if they really tried a Pokemon port to the Switch.
They don't have the effort
black
though.
and white. I know they don't, the shitheads, but like they're my shitheads. I love them, so I want them to bring them.
But what's really funny though for me, as someone who doesn't play Pokemon like at all,
neither do I.
is that
Jason,
Pokemon Snap is an objectively better looking game than Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Kendall, you always say this.
Yeah.
I'll Pokemon snap your legs if you make it like that.
Pokemon Snap. Have you seen the new trailer? The trailer that came out like today?
Do you think I care? I don't care about Pokemon.
Bro, it's a
Snap.
better
I want the
looking
actual
game
All
visually.
RickNick know is hot shit. Why in Smash?
I am Hot Bob. It's too true. Listen, I just think that you're wrong, Kendall. And
Bro,
that's okay.
I'm talking visually, strictly visually, not gameplay, visually. At least
That's subjective,
at-
Kendall.
At
It's
least
subjective,
Pokemon Snap has trees, bruh. At least the trees look like trees.
bruh.
What is this, 2018?
Haven't you just made a video on Undertale?
Ooh.
Yeah, let's talk about Undertale. Who's your favorite character, Kendall?
Visuals.
Mine is
oh,
the
you didn't.
virus.
Oh, yeah, you didn't watch the video, so you don't know my favorite character.
Oh!
Skated you there, lad.
I
He's
had
had
a
you off
maths
there,
tutor.
dude.
I was learning about cylinders and shit. I need to know, Kendall. Who's your favorite character, man?
My
Nick,
favorite
your exams have been cancelled. You don't need it.
My favorite character is Frisk. That's my favorite character. in
Oh, I'm good action!
Undertale.
No, I'm fine.
What the fuck?
What
Anyway.
what game would you want, Lemon, for Nintendo this year? Any game with plausible. what's gonna happen,
I mean, honestly, there's a couple. A few really. I'd like to see obviously Breath of the Wild 2 released this year. I don't know if it will. I have no idea. I have no idea what is going on with Breath of the Wild 2. But I absolutely love Breath of the Wild 1 was the only other Zelda game I'd played before Breath of the Wild was Ocarina of Time. And you know, I am going to re-get it and try it again, but I just couldn't get into it. I just didn't like it. And I just thought, okay, maybe Zelda's just not for me. And I played Breath of the Wild, and it is amazing. One of the best games I've ever played in my life. You know what I mean? I was so invested in that game. And I remember as I was playing it, Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, and I played Red Dead Redemption 2 for a bit, but I just came back to, ended up just going straight back to Breath of the Wild. Like, the game was just so immersive, so vast. So I would love to see Breath of the Wild 2. I'd also love to see a new Mario. 2D or 3D really. I know we have just had one in Odyssey, but like, I mean, you know, we had Mario Galaxy 2 that came out in like what 2008 Mario Galaxy, what was 2000 Mario Galaxy 2010 9 10
No,
yes, you know,
Galaxy
2 years
came out
apart.
in 2008. I thought Galaxy came out in 2007.
Oh no, 2007. Yeah, you're right, 2007. So it's 3 years. No, it was 2007. Yeah, I'd love to see a new 3D Mario or even a 2D one. And I would love to see like a new Splatoon, to be honest. I know Splatoon 2 is still being supported, but honestly, right, like I used to play. I have about, if you go into my Switch profile, I've got about like 250 hours into Splatoon 2 because I played it loads.
Yeah,
and, like,
that's how much hours
even,
compared to RickNick. He's got 1,000 on Smash.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh well, I know. Obviously, I never. The thing is with Splatoon 2. The thing is with Splatoon 2, and it pissed me off really. I never really kind of was playing the game like, oh, I'm gonna get good. It's just like every time I'm downstairs, I'm doing something, I'll be playing it in the background, and before I notice, like, I'm going into these lobbies and I'm like, I'm the highest level here by a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I was good at the game. I started actually playing it a bit competitively, like joining ranked lobbies and stuff, and you know, the different game modes and stuff. And then I got a new Switch, and the only game that Nintendo Switch Cloud Save doesn't support is Splatoon 2, which I'll never fucking understand, because like, it's one of the games that needs it the most, and I lost all my save data, and I just can't bring myself to do it again. Like, I
How come
have
you got
tried,
a new Switch
but
in the first place?
I
Like,
just
did you get one of the new ones with the
I got
improved battery?
that basically. But basically, I just can't bring myself to just grind back up there again. It took so long, and basically what I've agreed on is, like, you know, I loved Splatoon, but I don't have it in me to just start a goal again on Splatoon 2. But like, the next Splatoon, because there will be another one, like, it's very successful, but I have said to myself, like, the next one, like, I'll jump in on the next one and I'll get back into it properly, you know what I mean? Because I love Splatoon. I've played the multiplayer on the Wii U. I've played the campaign on the Wii U. I played the campaign on the Switch and the multiplayer on the Switch. I know you played the Octave expansion on the Switch. I really did like Splatoon. I love the aesthetic. It's a bit like Jet Set Radio. But yeah, I am kind of hoping for Splatoon 3 to come soonish, so I can kind of jump on. Potentially, yeah. If it honestly anything to do with Splatoon IP, like, I would be interested in. I do like the world. I do think the multiplayer game, the gameplay though of it is unique. I do think it is good. Turf War, ironically, I'm not a huge fan of, with this, which is like the main draw to the game. But I prefer like the other game modes and stuff. But like, I do think it's a really well made shooter, Splatoon 2, and I know it's still being supported, obviously, but there's no more kind of like, they're not doing the Splatfest anymore. I mean, they are, but they're just repeats of old ones. There's no new actual content going on. I know that they kept updating the maps as well. They were giving you new content for months. I think a whole year, and I think it might even been a year and a half, something like that. But that stopped now, so there's no more actual new content coming to Splatoon 2. So I am kind of thinking Splatoon 3, you know what I mean? Something different, so a new game. And it's hard to tell though, because it's really hard to pinpoint where the lifespan of the Switch is, to be honest. It's really hard to say. Are they gearing up to like bring out a new console, or like, are they just going to stick with the Switch? It's honestly hard to say. I think so, but well, there's so many rumours and going around and stuff like that, and there's no denying. I mean, look how much time they needed to cram Doom Eternal onto the Switch. They barely managed to get Doom Eternal onto the Switch. They did it, but it runs okay. Yeah, for the Switch, it's 30 FPS and 30 FPS and it you know, it's like 720p dynamic resolution, but it does fucking work. If you play Doom Eternal on Switch, you've played Doom Eternal. But my point is, all of these next gen games now, there's just no fucking way. It's just not even happening. They barely managed to do Doom Eternal, barely. So all these new like PS5, Xbox Series X games, Switch support, it's just not gonna happen. I'm sorry, there's just no way they can get it on. The only way they can do that is by streaming, which one has done. Resident Evil 8 is coming to Switch, and it's being it's being streamed though. You've got to stream it. You don't actually. It's not running on the Switch. You stream it. They did that in Japan. In Japan, they released Resident Evil 7 on Switch, but it's cloud streamed, so you've got to connect to the internet and literally stream the game. And that's what they're doing to Resident Evil 8. I don't know. I don't think. I honestly don't know. I feel like maybe they were kind of testing it out in Japan. Yeah, I love Resident Evil 7. It was a fucking great game.
I need to get into Resident Evil. I haven't played any of the games yet. I plan to. It's like, this is what happens when you're a kid.
7's the only one I've played. I played
like 5 games.
Yeah, 7's the only one I played. I do want to jump into like the remasters of 2 and 3, but I want to play 1 first before I've done that.
I'm gonna play the 1 remake. The one from
I want to play the 1 remake. I've got the 1 remake.
The GameCube.
Oh no, I don't have that one. I've got the PlayStation 4 one. But it's still kind of like, it's not a remake in the vein of like Resident Evil 2 and 3 where they completely change it, make it a modern game. It's still very much like a PS1 game with a new coat of paint. And I don't know, Resident Evil 1 looks like the old kind of style.
Oh, you're gonna
the
play the original
PlayStation.
PlayStation. So you're wearing the original PlayStation one. I was gonna play the GameCube remake. That was the first Resident Evil.
Yeah, no, even the GameCube. No, I'm talking. It's a PS4 remake, a PS3 remake. Actually, they brought it to PS4 as well. It's a remake of the first game. The graphics look new. But it's still very much like camera angles, tank control, stuff like that. I think the GameCube port is as well, to be honest. I think the GameCube port, it's not like over the shoulder, but like there are games I really want to try, like 2 and 3 remakes, 4 as well. I really want to try 4 because I loved 7. I played it with my girlfriend and like I played it in VR as well, PSVR. Well, some of it in VR and some of it out of VR, and like I really did enjoy it. So like 8 I'm definitely gonna get, but I do want to try and kind of get the backlog, you know what I mean, kind of see.
Same,
but you know what's really coming out this year for Nintendo? ARMS 2, baby! ARMS 2, we need the sequel to ARMS. ARMS 2. Min got into Smash. ARMS 2.
Oh, Min.
What do you want, Jay?
I've wanted this for a while, but like obviously with Banjo appearing in Smash, I think it's like a maximised. Well, not maximised, but like there's a bit more hope for Banjo coming to the Switch. I don't really mind about 2 not coming.
I think you can at least expect a remaster.
Well, they did do a remaster. Rare
if
came out for the Xbox.
Yeah, I mean more like a remaster in the vein of like Insane Trilogy.
Oh, then that's a remake.
Upscale it. Oh yeah, sorry, remake. That's me.
Well, that would be like my dream come true. But if they were just gonna put the original N64 game or use the Rare Replay one and put it on the eShop, then I'm happy with that as well. I just really want Banjo on the Switch.
I just want And because Microsoft and Nintendo are becoming buddy-buddy.
Yeah.
After they got laughed at years ago, did you see that shit? That was fucking hilarious. Well, do you actually want ARMS 2, Kendall? Or is that the game like you want?
Huh? What do I want? What? Sorry, I was reading a comment.
Do you want ARMS 2?
Do I want ARMS 2? Bruh, I've never played ARMS in my life.
Has anyone played ARMS 2?
I've never played ARMS in my life.
I played it at Game and Expo.
I have never. I don't even know anyone who's played ARMS.
I played it at a Game and Expo before the Switch came out. It's like it looks
serviceable. It's not something that.
It's apparently a Team Sonic Racing situation where it's good for like a week and then that's it.
It's good because it's a good, well-structured game, but it just doesn't have the content flow that people want of like season passes.
Isn't it sort of just like a tech demo for like the Joy-Cons?
Yeah,
sort of like 1-2 Switch.
But the thing is, they were expecting it to pop off like Splatoon did. They wanted it to do that, but it didn't.
Yeah.
So
I guess it just didn't have the hype behind it. I think that was like the main issue because a lot of Nintendo games have to ride off hype. That's why Paper Mario wasn't like.
Paper Mario took off.
Should bring back Wii Sports Resort and put it on the Switch.
But, like, I didn't see much people talking about it because there was no hype behind it.
People were talking about it, but they weren't praising it because it just
there was no
hype. I'm playing through it now, and it's some fucking game.
Yeah, but I think like a
Not a
Nintendo game
original,
success. Is
Honestly,
based
you
off,
know
like,
what I
everything.
want? You know what I honestly want? Like 2D or 3D, and I know fucking Bob is gonna scream his agreement with me here. A new fucking Rayman.
Yes.
Even though, although saying that, Michael's gone, hasn't he? Marcel Anselon. Michel, he's gone, isn't
Well,
he?
that
Fucking
more
gone.
affects fucking Beyond Good and Evil. Remember that?
It also affects
No, it
Rayman.
affects
He had
Rayman as a franchise, but
he had a big involvement with every Rayman game except
He was
Rayman
working
3.
on Beyond Good and Evil 2, wasn't
I
he?
can't believe the
Yeah,
Rabbids have
yeah.
met Mario before fucking Rayman has.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Lad,
know.
imagine a fucking like DLC
Mario
where
and
the
Rayman
rabbits are the
game.
enemies and then
Yeah.
Rayman's the guy. Oh, I'd love that.
That'd be fucking
Rayman's
amazing.
red-
Nintendo.
that's
Man,
What it
it's
would have been
Ray-
originally,
oh,
because originally
I got a question.
rabbits were just enemies to Rayman.
Oh, lads, trust me. Rayman Rabbids, the game, Rayman Rabbids, the game, the party game that introduced the rabbits was actually decent.
Yeah.
You know what's really
Until they
I-
become the main focus.
you know what's really
Exactly.
funny though? It's like you know,
Nothing funny. Nothing
I'm-
is funny about the
I'm
situation.
one-
with Nintendo.
I
It's not
with
about
when it
that.
comes to the rabbits, I'm not joking because that's all that was advertised for Rayman when I was watching TV. I thought that the rabbits were Rayman.
Yeah, because let's be honest, what's more advertisable though? Rabbits that go blab that are basically just showing
Minions.
how
They
popular
were
minions are
everywhere.
supposed to be.
They were the
Well,
minions
Legolas
before the
Lad is
minions
epic.
were a thing. They were minions
Exactly.
before the minions. They were everywhere up until Rayman came out with Rayman Origins. And
I used to be scared of them as a
tried.
kid.
Really?
Yeah, I used to be
But,
shit scared because
what
their eyes
is-
turned red, and I hated them.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
why.
yeah. But
And
we
they
said
scream
quick
at you.
buy one from Switch
Mm-hmm.
from Nintendo ultimately is there's a little known game for Switch, but I want a sequel to that.
Oh no.
No. Next topic.
No, don't talk about it.
Clubhouse games.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Clubhouse
I wish I
games.
was a rabbit.
He wants
I
53.
wish I was a rabbit.
It's a good game.
Lemon, Kendall,
Yeah,
do you know
but
how many
it's not
times we've
fucking-
heard this man talk about this fucking game?
Kendall.
Oh my
It's just a
God.
collection of
Fight
fucking like
Bob,
ping
fight
pong
It's
and
Connect
pool.
4. It's Connect 4 and
It's
tanks.
just it is.
Stop getting us to play Connect 4 in the common room,
Lads,
Bob.
skip is a Connect 4, lads. Me and fucking Pablo
No,
from
you
the
wouldn't.
Spenya, whatever, lad. Me and him had a great game the other night.
Who the fuck's Pablo?
Exactly, lad. I got like a nice
Get the
little
cartel.
online session of Connect 4, lads. And we both.
Did you get in the game
exchanged-
chat and fucking
No,
talk
it's
to
not game
Pablo?
chat. We was just we could tell because he was struggling to where to put. Lads, I won obviously because
You could tell.
You could tell like he was like
you could just sense his frustration through the Switch.
No, because you can see where they're about to put the marker, and he kept going back and forth, and struggling. At the time, it was going bam.
You do need to stop going on about this game though. Like it might
What's it
be good
called?
and that. It
I'm
might
taking
be.
the piss, obviously, but it's a good game.
What's
like,
it called?
genuinely. 51 Clubhouse games.
He wants
Well,
52
Kendall, have you
Clubhouse
said that-
games.
Have you heard of this game?
I want one more. What?
Very good, Jay.
Have you heard of this game?
Thank you. I'm here all week.
Fucking bad.
Kieran,
Bad.
what do you want? What do you want?
I want a Donkey Kong. Said this.
You
Oh
said
shit, yeah.
Donkey Kong
I
is
forgot
what
about
I
that.
actually want.
Sorry, it's the
Donkey Kong
it's the dementia. Sorry.
Me and Bob were talking
Also,
about this
because
the other night.
It's the
It's
dementia.
40th
What?
anniversary this year. DK's 40th anniversary. Do you realise how big that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, there should be
Like,
one.
from
you
other
gotta give a new
consoles.
country.
The
New
first one
country
was
by
epic.
retro.
Nintendo, I want a
If
new
there's-
country.
If there's one thing we should know about Nintendo, right, it's that they don't have to fucking do anything, right?
They don't,
Nintendo
but
fucking
Nintendo
play.
can do whatever.
Nintendo
They wipe
plays
their asses
by
on
their own
20
fucking
fucking pound
rules.
notes,
It's
mate. They don't need
40
to do
though, isn't it?
anything.
Like, they'll do the Zelda stuff. They'll just completely ignore Metroid. That's just common practice.
Yeah, I mean they might.
And,
I mean they did something for Metroid last time. They did Federation Force, technically.
Don't speak of Federation.
It happened. It
really
was
upset me
the
today,
anniversary title. And then
Kendall, stop
2
your
years.
upset.
Hey,
Stop
hey,
your
hey.
upsetting Nick.
But hey, to
You're
be
upsetting
fair,
the baby.
2 years later, 2 years later, a Metroid 2 of the a Metroid 2 remake
Federation
came
Force
out.
even really that bad?
Well, no, it's just
Federation Force.
wrong thing at the wrong time. Plus
It was the
it's
wrong
a
thing at the wrong time.
Co-op game.
But like,
It actually looked okay.
DS.
but the thing is, I don't think
It was fine.
Prime 4 is gonna come out this year, but I do think.
Prime 4 is years away. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, no, but I think that they might, because it is the
Like
anniversary. I think they're gonna give some details about it this year.
They'll just give an update on what's
Yeah,
going
they'll
on.
like give. I think it'll be a major update or like more detailed plans or maybe a trailer if it's closer in development than we thought. Because that game is going through development hell. I don't know why it's so hard to make a sequel to a game that came out like 10 years ago, but apparently it's impossible.
Because you wanted to make it to live up to the hype, Kendall. It's like why Sonic Adventure 3, if it was ever put in development.
They can't make Sonic Adventure 3. Like, people want it, but they can't do it. Because then the game would not live up to anyone's expectation. People go like,
it'd be like
"Well,
Lost World,
all
like I
Sega
said,
needs is
another
a
episode."
Sonic Adventure 3. No, that would make everybody hate them. Because then there'd be a certain level of expectations. And, and even though
At the
I
point now,
feel...
where even the fans hear a rumor, SA3, and like, no, please Sega, don't, please, honestly, don't, please.
I'd rather have an SA1, SA2 remake than those two things.
What do you all think about the new
I just
Spider-Man
hope,
and the
I just
remastered
hope with an SA1
Movies
and
have all
2
played it.
remake, I just hope they get momentum right. I just hope they have actual fucking physics.
It's like, I just want some physics. I just want some physics. Because like it's not like Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 had like classic physics, but they had momentum. It's just that it was more.
Yeah, that's
about,
what I mean. Yeah,
it was more about
even
how
SA1 and 2.
with SA1 especially. I think most of the fun I have with SA1 isn't momentum. It's that it just feels nice to move Sonic to the left and right. Like, it just feels nice to move around, which is why I prefer Sonic Adventure 1 to Adventure 2. Because at least I can... there's less automation in Sonic Adventure 1 than there is in Adventure 2. In Adventure 2, the automation doesn't work half the time, so, you know.
Jay,
Don't start
Jay, what
shouting
were you
shit,
saying?
Kendall.
What were you saying?
Oh, I was just gonna. I know you don't have a PlayStation, but I was just gonna ask about the new Spider-Man and the remastered Spider-Man.
Bro,
what you
now I'm
think
gonna
of it?
cry.
Very
because
polished.
I have the game.
I finished it.
I have the
I want a
game.
free
I don't
copy.
have the
I
console.
got two.
I have the game. I'm looking at it right now. It's on my counter. Still sitting there. I use the PS5 controller every day on Steam. Do not have a PS5. They just aren't in stock, man. Why? Why are they not in stock? It's January. Who's buying them? Even the scalpers have to lower their prices. Basically, you know, you can find a PS5 for like $700 now when they used to be like $1,200. Because it's like the scalpers have realized that nobody's gonna be buying them at $1,200 anymore because Christmas is over. So it's like, bruh, please, scalpers, stop buying it. You're not even
What's
making
a
good
scalper?
money anymore. Please.
What's a
let me-
scalper?
What is a scalper?
It's someone who buys a product that's in demand and like just say PS5, like there's a limited stock that they release. They buy them all up and like put them on eBay and like list them for like loads more,
Extortionate
like
prices.
much more.
Basically,
So, like-
me with
But the thing is, they're not. These
Yeah.
scalpers are the worst because they're not just buying it legitimately and then like reselling them at a higher price. They have bots to buy like 25 PS5s, so you
Just
can't get
say
one.
with like Mario 3D All Stars as well. People would have bought like loads of copies of that when Nintendo said it's a limited release. We're only doing it until this time. And then as soon as like you can't buy it physically anymore, they'll raise the prices loads. Like even when it first came out, people were like putting them on
this is a
eBay for
scalper's dream.
loads.
Yeah, it's literally.
It's
after March. it's
Nintendo
gonna
and
be
like
crazy.
Sony not putting out enough stuff with like Amiibo and stuff. It's like
I
very
can't blame
anti-consumerism.
Sony. I can't blame Sony on this one too much.
How can you not blame Sony?
Number one, if you look at the amount of consoles that, it's like if you're looking at the amount of consoles that the scalpers have, it's not Sony's fault. They are giving a good amount of consoles out. They have been pushing a good amount of consoles into the market to have a reasonable amount that would be like, oh, if you didn't show up early, yeah, you didn't get one, but you're more likely to get the next one. There was a point in time where the scalpers had more stock of PS5s than stores. Because that's how much bots they were using to buy up all the PS5s before anyone could. It's like that's why I don't blame Sony too much because or Microsoft for why the scalping was so bad, because they gave out hundreds of thousands of consoles, and Sony doesn't even like this situation because they're selling the PS5s at a loss right now. So the thing is, they actually are losing money with all these scalpers buying the PS5 because they're pushing hardware but they're not pushing any hardware because there's people sitting on 25 PS5s, but not buying any games. So they don't make any money. So Sony's like, Brooke, we don't like scalpers because we don't make any money on the back end. So no one's happy except for one group. It's pretty shitty overall.
No one
Let's just kill them all.
I would be down with that, bro. There was when we
Kendall, come on now.
Kendall, it was a joke.
Kendall,
Don't do the genocide, bro.
I'll genocide run some scalpers, bro. I'll do it.
Scalper.
You'd rather kill a scalper than Sans.
But I did find it. I wouldn't actually kill them, but it was pretty funny that some scalpers.
I don't know,
were
Kendall.
being
You made
robbed.
the statements already. There's no point in trying to take it back now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
out.
Bro, I was joking.
It's out there forever.
Oh,
You know everything you put on the internet lasts there forever,
Oh
Kendall.
my god. But anyway, I did find it funny when the scalpers were getting robbed though, and then they were like, "Oh, bro, I'm getting robbed. I'm just trying to support my family."
That's exactly what they said.
Shut up. Shut up. No one cares.
Quote
You
unquote.
deserve to be robbed.
They deserve to be robbed. I agree. Now that's something I won't back down from.
In the famous words of Joker, you get what you fucking deserve.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
he brought
yeah.
Joker.
Sorry,
into
sorry,
it.
I
Bring it
One
up.
more time.
What are your thoughts on a new
Joker?
cheap robot game?
Very good.
No, not on Joker. No, on Joker. Because I've seen a few like gameplays on Cheap Robo and it looks quite good, and I'm wondering what your opinions on like maybe a new one.
Yeah, well, the last one they made was on the 3DS and it was called Ziplash and it was shit apparently.
No,
Yo,
not
watch
the
Scott the
platformer.
Wars!
Yeah.
Ziplash, bro. Ziplash, bro. I have no investment in Chibi Robo, but holy shit. To see Scott was so angry with that game, bro. It's just so mediocre. It's like, yes, it's technically fine, but just because it's technically fine, that doesn't make it good. Oh, God.
Yeah, I've never played it, to be honest.
But it
Do
looks
you want a
really
new one,
boring.
Nick?
I do want to play the original Chibi Robo.
Yeah,
That
That's the
seems,
only one I have
yeah,
any
I got a Dolphin
How much was
emulator.
it?
It wouldn't be that hard to play the original Chibi Robo. Dolphin emulator will
Do
come in
not
clutch.
condone what he does. Don't condone.
I'm Nintendo. Nintendo, come for me.
The Spindash Clash TM
I
does
don't
not
buy
condone
it.
Kendall's usage of
I haven't
emulation.
bought anything from you since 2013. So get on my level, Nintendo. Fight me,
Why do
bro.
you hate Nintendo so
Epic
much,
Ben.
Kendall? They love Mario and yeah. Why do you hate
And
Nintendo?
they love
Break
Mario,
down.
they hate the fans.
Yeah, that's
I
how
don't
see
agree.
it.
Why I
I'm
hate
unethical.
Nintendo? I disagree with like almost all of their business practices. Like almost
Wait,
all
recently
of the time.
or
Just
all-
consistently, I've always kind of like not agreed with
Ah.
their business practices. So I just don't.
Well, lately there's been a lot of things spiking
And
up,
lately
like
it's
there's the
just kinda
Etika
pushed it over the
situation,
edge.
Free Melee, Splatoon. Like
Yeah,
there's
what
been
happened with Splatoon?
thing.
What happened
The
with
Mar-
Splatoon?
there was
3D
supposed to be a Splatoon tournament
3D
and they just like
All-Stars.
cancelled it because a lot of people it was alleged that a lot of people had the name Free Melee as like the username or something, and yeah,
And they
because a lot of
cancelled
people
the
had Free
whole-
Melee, so they cancelled it.
Yep, it's like Nintendo is one of those and then
They just don't
everyone-
give a fuck.
And the thing is, yeah, I know why Nintendo doesn't give a fuck. It's because literally, all they have to do is just because what they did was wait till the Game Awards. They didn't respond to any of the heat. They didn't respond to Joy-Con drift. They didn't respond to the Free Melee, the Splatoon thing. They kept silent. And all they had to do was
I
wait.
thought the
all
new
they had-
Switches though had like
all they had
Joy-Con
to
drift
do-
not in them anymore.
all they had to
I think it still
do
did.
was just release Sephiroth for Smash Brothers, and then everyone forgave Nintendo. No, everyone forgot. Like,
Not everyone forgave Nintendo.
literally
No,
everyone.
no one forgave Nintendo.
Literally everyone forgot the next day.
I didn't
No
even
one
want
was
Sephiroth
talking
from
about it.
Smash. I wanted fucking
That
Crash
is
Bandicoot.
untrue, Kendall. Everyone was so pissed off. Here's the thing: if a company does one good thing, no one cares about that. They only care about the bad thing they did. Nintendo.
When it comes to Nintendo,
especially
they
bad as well.
to thing
When
is.
it comes to, it's especially
You can
it's
like
big
one
companies.
thing, Kendall, and not agree with
Yeah,
it.
but the
That
thing
completely
is, it's like
fair.
you guys still give them money. You like the
yeah,
3D
sure.
3D All Stars was a crappy business decision. Y'all still bought it. Y'all are crazy.
Yeah, I mean, he is right. To be fair, he is right. At the end of the day,
Oh,
at the
man,
end of the
this is a
day,
crappy
at the
business
end of the day,
decision.
at the end of
Here's
the
my
day,
$60.
because I bitch about shit Nintendo do. Like I bitch about it loads. So's Bob. So's Jay. And you know, we might bitch in a fucking podcast or in a tweet, but we still fucking buy all their shit.
We are
you know
the
what I mean?
blind fucking
At the end of the
stupid
day,
consumers.
money. At the end of the day, for a company, money does talk the most. And like, I do see Kendall's point. It doesn't matter how pissed off the internet gets. If alright, okay, you're all pissed off, but we're gonna release the game and you're still gonna fucking buy it. Exactly, you know what I mean? So like, Nintendo's only gonna actually ever change their ways when it starts affecting them financially. That's
Like
the
with the Wii
truth
U.
of it, really.
The Wii U
It's the
affected
same
them
with Apple.
financially.
It's the same with Apple. You know, I mean, when they removed the headphone jack, people were fucking pissed, but everyone still bought the fucking phone. So
And they're
they
still
kept
not
it,
back
you know
to
what I
this
mean?
day.
Yeah,
So they never had a reason to put it
is.
That is just a
it
boost
is
to
kind of
sales
true.
of
I am
AirPods, though.
I am kind of self-aware. I am self-aware that kind of like there is a double standard there. But damn it, Nintendo just makes good shit. You know what I mean? So it's a difficult one.
I feel like
difficult
I don't support the actions of Nintendo, but I do support the games they release. So if I don't buy a game, that's gonna tell Nintendo, no one likes this game, so we're just not gonna make any more. So
Yeah, no,
that's
but
my
it just
thoughts
depends
on
how many people are actually going to go through with that movement. It's like how many people are going to not buy the game. If it's only like half, then I don't think they're going to really care.
Well, yeah.
I mean, yeah, like 3D, the 3D All Stars. I disagreed with so much of it. I disagreed with the time release. I
And you
disagreed
still
with the
pre-ordered it
exclusion.
straight away.
Exactly, mate. Exactly.
Yeah.
I disagreed.
I
with
still
it.
bought it.
I disagreed with the exclusion of Galaxy 2. I disagreed with like the lack of just features to it. But at the end of the day, all three of those games are just great games, and I pre-ordered it the day it came out.
I think the video in the Game Apologist was like, they put the effort in the first time around.
Yeah,
But
I
no,
mean that
you
is
just
true,
swap
but I
them
mean you could always argue. I mean you put the effort the first time around with the Crash games, but you still got a good remaster, or the Spyro games, you still got a
The
good
thing is, the
remaster.
reason why I have a with the 3D All Stars probably pissed a lot of people off is that the Kirby collection for the 20th
Remake.
anniversary was literally
Yeah.
better
Yeah.
in every way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a video on that.
Wait, go on, Jerry.
No, I was just saying I've seen a video on that Kirby thing.
I'm saying like I don't mind it because they have done stuff like this in the past. I mean, they've done 4 Swords limited time offer on the DS, and I don't see nothing wrong with like limiting the time to buy things. It just makes it more.
It's artificial. It's
better for
It's
marketing
creating artificial.
It just makes it
demand, though.
even more attractive for the scalpers. Yeah, artificial demand as well.
it's
Like people
artificial
fear of
demand.
missing out.
The reason why they're doing it, the only reason to ever do a timed release with something like this, like it's not like, oh man, we only have, it's so expensive to make, so we're only making it for a limited time and you gotta pick it up now. No, it's not expensive for them to release 3D All Stars. It's relatively cheap since they're not really doing much of anything. But it's like, but they they want to get those sales numbers, and the way of getting those sales numbers is by making sure that people go like, oh man, if I don't buy it now, I'll never be able to buy it.
It's
So-
fear of missing out for everyone.
so it's like
Everyone
if-
just wants to grab on it and grab it straight away.
I see it more as like this sounds very weird, but I do see it kind of more like an event of sorts, where it's like, oh yeah, I can buy this game now. I can be like, oh yeah, I bought this game when it was you know, on limited time, or like, you know, I've bought this game now and I can play and experience it with others who have also bought it early on. If you get what I mean by that, like, at all, I do see it kind of more as an event rather than it is a business strategy, and I do agree to Scummy one at that. But there are definitely positives to it, I think, for the community anyway.
I do see where
it's
you're
a
coming
feeling
from a
of
little bit.
being
I see
left
where you're
out
coming
as
from,
well.
but I just don't see that as a reason to not do that. Because like,
Oh, it's shitty, but
it's like, especially considering there's no other way to play these games legally. See, if there were other games, if there were other ways to play it, then yeah, sure, then you could make it a limited time offer of all 3 of these games in one, but there's other ways to play it, but like, this is the...
To
like,
artificially create,
There are other ways
to
to play it.
artificially create like a drought of a product when there isn't actually a drought there is just a scummy move through and through.
It's like,
However,
it's really-
If it was like just say an alternate universe, they'd done the exact same thing. However, 3D All Stars were all 3 games like remade from the ground up, like the Crash Insane trilogy.
Then
but it
that
was
would
still
be
limited.
a
I would
bit-
still
it'd
argue.
still be
I would still
crappy, but it'd be a little bit
still
more-
argue to purposefully like time someone's ability.
It would
to
be a
buy
lot more
product for
expensive
no
though, like Kendall
reason.
said before. Like it would take it like rebuilding 3 games. I mean, I suppose Crash did the exact same thing, and it wasn't that.
It's one of those things where it's like if they did that, at least the blow would be softer. But the fact that it was low effort and they're timing how much time you have to buy it, even if you want it in the first place.
So it still have an impact, just not as much as an impact.
It's like it would soften the blow a bit because it's like, well, now it's special. But the thing is, what they should do if they're doing something like that would be to have the original version able to play. Like if maybe 3D All-Stars was 3 remakes and then there were 3 and then all the games were just emulated on the Switch in other ways. It's like, well, now that artificially creates demand, but now it's special. It's like this is the remake thing, kind of like how you need to buy Spider-Man Miles Morales Ultimate Edition to get Spider-Man PS4 remastered. You could still play Spider-Man PS4, but like
you can buy the original Miles Morales and just buy it in the menu. Like,
but you still need Miles Morales to get the game.
Yeah,
true.
true.
Thing, though, I don't know. It's more like here's another point. I guess let's focus on Mario 64. I mean, when the Nintendo Switch was released, everyone was begging for a Mario 64 port of some sort. You can't deny that. That's a lot of people were asking for it. Nintendo releases 3 separate ports with some improvements as well. Like not big ones, but still some. And people are up in arms about it. I don't get it. It is limited, but even you said even if it wasn't limited.
But the thing is also, the reason why it's an issue is because if it was just because the thing is, the Mario 64 was ported to the Wii, and it was like $10 if you wanted to play Mario 64 on the Wii, something like that.
One sec.
It was and
you will be able to buy it on its own soon when like the
maybe.
I think they release them all individually on the eShop.
Like if they do that, then all of a sudden the blow becomes a lot softer, and then it's like, okay, now it's not as crappy.
They'll probably release Galaxy 2 on the eShop too.
It's like hopefully they do, but the thing is they have not announced that, so I can't give them credit for something they haven't done yet. That's like me giving Sega credit for making a good Sonic game when they haven't made it yet. It's like
I mean, we do that though.
Fucking with Mario 3D All Stars, what I think's personally gonna happen is they're gonna just let it die for like a week or 2. Then they're gonna bring out like this announcement thing where if you owned Mario 3D All Stars, digital or physical, you don't get Mario 64 again. That goes on the 64 online thing that they're gonna do, and you're gonna add Mario Galaxy 2 or 3D Land, which I prefer, and also people have the option to
that which would be fine if they did that. It would be completely fine if they did that in fair.
But that's just ifs and buts, really.
But like that's but it's like
that's what I'm saying. That's what I think.
It's like if that happens,
best case scenario.
Best case scenario, that's great.
And they're gonna do the exact same result.
Anyway, guys, I think we should maybe wrap up. Since we're coming up to 58 minutes.
Yeah, because we could literally talk forever.
I think as long as everyone, I think everyone's got said everything they kind of want to say. Really,
so the name of this episode would be Sega Nintendo.
We talk about. I'd just say, Jay. I'd just honestly just say, title it, mate. We talk about anything.
All right. Okay.
Kendall talks, others interject.
Hey, Lemon talked most of the first half. I talked most.
Don't repeat history.
No, not this again.
I'm just saying I wasn't talking most of the time.
PTSD.
Before we go, anyone wanna promote shit?
My Undertale video just came out.
One by one, go one by one, so Kendall
my Sonic Black Knight video should be out. So yeah, if you like Sonic, go check that out.
Who likes Sonic and watches these podcasts?
If you Kieran, he's out here.
I do. I love Sonic.
Wait, who's?
No, I'm just humble and I'm happy to be here.
You know, you've got an upcoming video. It's not out yet. Like.
Kieran.
Oh, well, also he made my background for my new season. So yeah.
Child labor.
I am 15, Kendall.
I'll do the recording. Kieran will have a Friday Night Funkin' video out either by the
Ooh,
time
Friday
this
Night
video goes
Funkin'? Let's go.
or just around this time, so keep an eye on his channel for it.
Ooh,
So,
Yeah.
Friday Night Funkin'. No.
Go and watch the Impossible Tic-Tac-Toe video as well, because I'm in it, and it's fucking
Tic-Tac-Toe
boss.
video?
Fucking
Kieran has
boss.
such high
Wait,
quality videos.
wait,
Watch
back
them.
that up. How are you making a whole video about tic-tac-toe?
That's
Go
what you
watch
gotta
it,
You'll see, you'll see.
Twice an advertisement? Yeah, just go watch Kieran. He's like,
Jay,
Hi,
advertise.
Jay fucking doesn't
I-
fucking make
I haven't
videos
done
anymore,
anything
mate.
yet.
Skip for Jay.
Imagine not.
I'm in retirement, guys. I might have an upcoming Into the Spider-Verse video, possibly, or
Let's
might do one on
go.
King of Comedy. So look out for them.
Go on, Kendall.
about me.
You do Spider-Verse for the views and King of Comedy for the class.
Our Sand Masterclass, yeah.
Advertise, Kendall. We know you want it.
I already said it. My Undertale
So I do
video
lives.
came out.
Go on, Nick. Fucking hell, we know you're itching to.
Baby.
Yeah. I'm
Nick.
gonna hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I know you will, actually. By the rate your channel's going, you're probably gonna hit 1,000.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a expert.
Okay then, I think that's
Oh.
everyone. Is everyone?
KodNast, subscribe to the KodNast, subscribe to the KodNast.
Kieran,
I'm in an
Okay.
episode of the KodNast
Nick, shut the
episode
fuck
2,
up.
and it's fucking sick. I'm in it. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
go subscribe to the KodNast. It's mine, Kieran's channel.
Jay is
Do that.
full time. Quit YouTube to focus.
No,
on the topic.
I'm full time collabs. I just appear in other people's videos. I'm a freeloader.
Okay.
I'm a fucking
Fine.
freeloader
Well,
of YouTube.
like you said, make sure to check us all out if you feel inclined to.
You are.
You better.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah. And
Put
we'll
a subliminal,
see you next
put a
week,
subliminal message
hopefully.
in there.
See you next week, hopefully. If
Maybe.
Jay doesn't try and stop us again.
What?
See you.
Excuse me.
See what I say.
Bye, Kendall.
Alright, see ya.
Jesus Christ.